good.
And we're live, is it? Just like that.
We're actually broadcasting live.
Is the camera rolling?
The camera rolling is rolling.
Wow.
Well,
And it's then. That's how easy it is.
You're
looking
simple.
at it. Have
I'm
you
just
fucked
looking to
something up, have
see.
you?
No, I was looking to see to
Okay.
make sure I didn't fuck anything up.
Okay.
Guys, welcome back here to another
Welcome
episode
back.
of
Insert number.
40.
We'll do that in post.
40, I think.
Really?
40, man.
Woo!
40 weeks, man. We may start taking
Wow.
it serious soon.
We may, yeah.
Because we've a bunch of clips there that could go out, but they
Yeah.
don't. But they don't, and that's it.
Okay.
How's things? What?
I'm gonna say, hit me with your.
Best shot?
No.
Hit me with
Your
your-
high and your low of the week.
It's called Pit and Peak of the
Pick
Week.
and pick. I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing that. We're doing that. Okay, Pit and Peak of the Week.
Yeah.
I'm only back from holidays, so
Yeah.
I'll give you my Pit
Okay,
and
yeah.
Peak. Pit and Peak of the
Of
Week.
the holiday.
Insert team tune, or insert little...
Na 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 na. Pit and peak.
You just stole the Batman thing.
Yeah,
that's
but
not,
it
that's
works.
not cool. No, you go, Pit and Peak of the Week. That's kind of cool.
Okay, that was kind of good. Yeah. Okay.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Dum.
Yeah.
Maybe a dum at the
Pit
end.
and Peak of the Week.
Bum. Yeah, that's good.
And a little crash. Pit and Peak of the Week. Okay, Pit of the whole week was I contracted some sort of...
When you say contracted, right? Instantly, I'm like STI.
No, wasn't that. Yeah, I contracted some sort of influenza.
Oh wow! Is that sort from the flu? Is it?
Yeah, as you like, I don't normally sound this nasally.
Okay.
But this is
Influenza.
I don't have it anymore because when I had it,
Yeah.
I had it quick and fast.
And you were on holiday.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So I got there on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday was fine, great day. Monday, great day. Tuesday, fabulous day.
Yeah.
But then Tuesday evening, someone rolled over me in a car.
Wow.
Someone rolled over me in a car, is what it felt like. And it went downhill from there. And when I
Wow.
got back to the hotel, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Do you know, I don't know, like everyone has different kind of symptoms when they get a flu.
Yeah.
Mine is instant body aches.
Mine
all
is
over.
nasal, like the sinus.
Yeah.
See you later.
No.
I'm walking around with like I have a fucking lead balloon on my head.
No, mine that comes after. But
Yeah.
like first is, wow, leg sore, back sore, arse sore. To the point where
Okay. Pause.
arse sore.
Pause.
Just absolutely no reason to be sore down there, but arse cheeks sore.
Okay, right.
Whole, all good.
Influenza got a good. We're gonna go going.
Is that his name? Is it? Got a dose of the influenza. Contracted some sort of influenza.
They have lovely names at Grand Canadian.
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah, they do.
They're
yeah.
stunning.
Stephen, Stephen
stunning names.
Influenza.
Yeah.
Frederick Influenza. No, yeah. So I went to bed that night. I woke up the next morning, man. Even behind my eyeballs were sore. It was actually
great.
no. I knew there was something up, but anyway.
Yeah.
Went about the day, went and got cold and flu tablets. So
Okay.
that's my pit of the week.
Okay.
It kind of went after a couple of days. It was fine. But then,
Well, you were sick on the holiday. That's tough.
yeah, but it was only for like a day or two. But yeah,
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
a pit. It was a pit of the week because I was like, wow. Of course this happens on holidays.
Yeah.
Peak of the week. There was many. There was a lot of them. One of them was an ice cream I found.
Okay.
There's
A
it's
certain
kind of
flavour, is it?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a certain.
It's gonna be horrible. Like I
No,
know
it's
it is.
not.
Okay.
No,
What
it's
is it?
not. So there's two. There's
Okay.
two. One is a certain chocolate bar ice cream. Can you guess? We have them here in Ireland, but we don't have this particular.
You
Labor.
got the flavour of it. Okay.
We have name a chocolate bar ice cream in Ireland.
Chocolate bar ice cream.
Yeah, they've two really nice ones.
Chocolate bar ice cream.
Come on, man. Where was your childhood?
Nesquik.
Are you
Kinder
for-
Bueno.
No,
Whisper.
no.
Dairy Milk. Mars.
Yes.
Okay,
right,
Mars,
Mars,
okay.
and there's another one.
Twix.
No,
Cadbury's Flake.
has peanuts in it.
Snickers.
Yes. So went into the
peanuts
shop,
in it.
opened up the fridge. White chocolate Snickers ice cream.
Wow.
Oh my days.
Wow.
To say this
I like
thing
that. I like
was
that.
off
It's very high.
the charts. Holy goddamn.
The two scoops. So you got the Mars.
No, it wasn't a scoop. It's the actual. Have you ever never had a
You've
choc-
told me before that you should get the ice cream Mars bar.
Yeah, have
I've
you
never
never-
had it. No,
Oh,
I've never had
man.
any chocolate bar ice cream.
That's in D anyway. The dad got. chocolate bar ice cream, and the
Wow.
Mars chocolate bar ice cream is off the charts, but also the Snickers is there with it.
Snickers is there.
But they had a white chocolate Snickers ice cream.
Wow,
in
be
Spain,
interesting.
in
Famously, I'm
Gran
not a big fan of
Canaria.
Snickers.
Huh?
Snickers is kind of grand, isn't it? Like,
They're nice.
doesn't get me horny or anything.
They are nice. They get me horny.
But they're just grand.
They get me erect.
I'm not going to a shop and I'm not going to go, Snickers, like. I'm not going, Snickers.
Do you know
like.
what, right?
We
Okay.
have Dairy Milks, we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Galaxies, we have all these kind of things. I'm not going Snickers, like.
Yeah.
I'm also not going Mars. No way.
Do you know
Mars
what?
is the most bang
I'm
average bar.
never going Mars.
No, it's
I'm
the most
never,
bang
ever,
average.
ever.
I go Snickers over Mars, that's a fact.
100%.
Yeah, because Mars
But-
is so shit.
Yeah, but so I wouldn't actually go into a shop and go, find me a Snickers quick.
Yeah, quick, like, yeah.
But I'd say if you did now, right?
Yeah.
If you went in now and I said, Jake, just get a Snickers and eat it, you'd be like, holy shit, why don't I do this more often?
Yeah,
They're good.
Snickers are all the things I like, but I just don't really go
You like
for me.
peanuts?
Like, I like peanuts. I like chocolate.
You like caramel?
I like caramel. You know what? I'm actually not the biggest fan of caramel. It's grand.
But with the peanut,
But with the peanut, yeah. All the things sound nice,
it's almost like salted caramel.
but
you know?
I don't really go for it usually.
Yeah, and I wouldn't either, but
You know what I go for instead? I'd go for the almond dairy milk. Or it's called whole nut, maybe.
Oh, whole nut.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. Mint
The nuts
crisp.
are too big in them.
The nuts are too big.
These
They are
nuts,
big.
They are big.
But I like that.
Some of them, man, and you ever
But
bite
what
it and then
about
the nut
M&M
comes out of it and
peanuts?
there's just a big gaping
What about
hole.
peanuts? The peanut
Nah.
M&Ms. Yeah, that is true. Actually, there's a big hole in them. Yeah,
Pervert.
M&M peanuts are delicious, and they're
No.
the best M&Ms.
They're the best M&Ms.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, they are.
No.
It goes yellow, blue, red.
So
normal.
name them, please. So
Yeah,
you're saying
almond or whatever it's called, peanut
No,
or
peanut M&M. What do you mean almond M&Ms?
Peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Maybe blue crispy. Then maybe peanut butter. If you ever haven't had peanut butter, they're delicious.
I haven't
And then
had
the
them.
original kind of chocolate ones.
No. Do you know what it goes?
No, just no straight after.
Just straight up no.
Okay,
Do you
here
know
you
how
go.
it goes? Crispy and whatever the fuck else is after that. Because
Crispy is delicious.
It is M&M
You know what the problem with
Crispies-
crispy is though?
What?
They're way too much.
good.
They're way too much. So you can have one or two and you're like, this is delicious. If you have a full bag of Crispies, you probably have to go to A&E or something. Like, I've never once eaten a full
Send
bag
me.
because they're just...
Send me.
Because they're just
Because
they're too
good.
much. But they're so
No,
extra.
They're so good.
They're too packed full of flavour.
They're
Maybe
they're
it's a good
so
thing. Maybe
good, man. They're
yeah.
so good.
The
They're
peanuts.
absolutely-
Give me a whole bag of them.
No.
Candy.
It goes M&M Crispies, and then you just whatever other order you want to put
You
them
like
in.
the peanut ones. You know you do.
No, I
You like
don't
the crunch.
I actually don't.
But every time I get
I
them in the
actually
airport,
probably-
as we've said, 6 people on this plane can't even have a sniff of a peanut.
I was delighted when I got on the flight back, and I was like, "What bars have you got?"
Yeah.
And I actually tried to order a Kinder Bueno,
Yeah.
and she was like, "We don't have Kinder Buenos." And I was like, "What other bars do you have?" And here we go. She said, "I have a Kit Kat."
Okay, safe.
Okay, Twix
Yeah, I'm not really a Twix guy.
or a
but-
Snickers. I
Kit
went
Kat.
straight for the Snickers.
Ah, see.
Yeah,
It's tough.
See, do
I
you know
go
why
Kit
though?
Kat.
Because I was like, hope someone has an allergy in this.
Do you not
plane.
feel like you're getting real bang for your buck with the Kit Kat? The 4 fingers.
You do.
You're
yeah.
getting such bang
Yeah.
for your buck there.
You're getting
and
a
you can
good-
kind of break one off. You're like, oh my God, I have 3 left.
Yeah,
It's kind of class.
it is kind of cool.
You can have 2 and you're like, oh, I have 2 more. It's class.
Yeah, it actually is. But
Getting such bang for your buck
they
there.
literally go the whole way in my mouth.
What are we talking about?
One of them.
What do you mean?
Like I genuinely, this is how I need. This is how I
Oh, it's just so sus. Strap in, folks. Here we go.
strap in. Here we go.
So you get the whole finger.
No, so I
and
get
you
them. Yeah,
deep
break it up.
throat
No,
it,
I
like-
don't. I go like that. I just bite the first half, and then the other just goes in
What?
right after.
You bite the first half off.
So I bite it. I literally
you
go
bite it in half.
exactly halfway down.
Yeah.
and I go,
Yeah.
but I haven't even chewed it yet. It's just gone into my mouth, and it.
Yeah. You
Otherwise,
showed
it just
your
goes in
half
with it.
in.
So it's 2 halves just in the mouth.
What I do is,
And then I just- whatever.
I sometimes like to be playful with it, and I'll kind of bite off the kind of bottom section, so it leaves like the wafer underneath and the chocolate.
Do you know? I never understand when people do this shit. When they're like, "Oh yeah," and I eat the top of the fucking.
It's just
Eat the bar.
yeah. I
man.
am eating it. I'll change it up per finger, maybe.
No one buys it.
Make
Like,
it
"Oh,
interesting."
yeah, do you know when you get a fucking Kinder Bueno, man? And I take off the top of it and I suck out the fucking thing.
Well,
and
that's
then
out of control.
eat the bar.
That's
Just
out of
eat
control.
the fucking thing.
Yeah, that's out of control.
Because you can't be like. You can't be just like that's what's it? You're adding time on to eat it. That's why I'm like Kit Kat gone. Right, that's one finger gone.
Yeah.
the fingers are gone in instantaneously. But anyway, I went for the other one. So my pit of the week was getting the flu, and my peak of the week was that ice cream. But also, why in like Spain and stuff like that do they do all these different McFlurries and they don't do them in Ireland?
What do they have
in
over there?
McDonald's? They had Oreo McFlurry with white chocolate sauce.
Wow.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oreo
They also have
McFlurry.
beer in McDonald's, which is mad in Spain.
But they also have like fucking a pasta dish.
Crazy.
What's going on? But the Oreo McFlurry
White sauce.
with white chocolate sauce,
Delicious.
or else you could get caramel sauce.
Yeah.
You get the ordinary chocolate sauce.
We get fleeced
and
here,
then
like-
you get the Kit Kat McFlurry.
Yeah.
With white chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, or chocolate sauce.
We get fleeced.
And I'm like, go to one there. Sorry, can I get? Sorry, machine's off.
Yeah, they do turn the
Fuck
machines
you.
off early days.
And
like,
also,
early days.
even if the machine's on, what have you got? Malteser, Smarties.
Dairy milk. I don't even think they have
They're
dairy milk
all
anymore.
shit.
Dairy milk used to be class.
They used to have this one, man. Raspberry flake McFlurry. It was a flake, crumbled up little flake bits with raspberry sauce.
Delicious.
Oh, delicious.
So
That's number one in Ireland.
Okay.
If you get that.
Okay.
And then there's also, the Galaxy one can be good with the caramel sauce.
It's a bit too much.
But
I
like,
find.
why can't we have
Caramel
them Spanish ones here?
Yeah, give me them like.
Give me the Oreo with the white chocolate sauce, and I don't want anything else.
Yeah, fair.
And
you'd be happy like.
forget about your new little like seasonal
They
ones.
do kind of like
celebrations for Christmas.
Yeah.
And dirt.
You know what's the worst? The Shamrock Shake couldn't taste worse.
Mint.
It
milkshake.
tastes like.
I like a mint
but I like
milkshake.
mint, right?
you like it?
I'm a big mint advocate. You know, people
Like a
are-
mint chocolate? You like
Yeah,
mint chocolate?
you know why people are always like, "Oh, it tastes like toothpaste." It doesn't, by the way.
Sometimes
Mint
it
chocolate does, but that shake tastes like toothpaste. It's fucking disgusting.
But like, what are you saying about an after it?
Stunning.
Ew.
It's stunning.
Ew.
It really is
It's
stunning.
too
It's
much.
delicious.
It's too much.
And what you do is you throw them in the fridge for a long time, maybe 1 or 2 in the freezer. Now we're talking.
Nah.
You get a little bit of.
They're not
A
great.
little-
They're not great.
They're delicious.
They're really not great.
You really only have to eat them after 8. You kind of have to stick to that.
Or what?
Or
Just
Mr. Nestle, whoever comes
half
after you.
6. Just turn into a big fucking slime. No, but they were my
Okay, so your
peak
peak
of the week,
is
yeah.
ice cream and
Peak of the week was 2 ice creams.
McDonald's. Okay, that's
Yeah,
tough. Yeah,
McDonald's ice cream.
Yeah.
I mean, there was loads of other. We went to water park.
yeah,
That was good.
Other things
The water
happened.
park was good. I famously, when I was younger, was very afraid of all the water slides.
Okay.
Anything. I
You're
just I
still
don't know.
afraid
No.
of roller
I
coasters.
got
etc.
every single water slide I got on it.
What about
There's
roller
the
coaster?
boomerang. Do you know the boomerang, man?
Yeah,
Fucking.
I love the boomerang. Absolutely,
Yeah.
and then back again. And
No, yeah, but you just start off on the
then
edge
mad
of it.
high, like yeah,
On
it's
the
like
actual
it's like a
edge of
skate
it.
ramp, like yeah.
And then your man just goes, "You ready?"
Kicks you off.
No, he goes, "Tuck your chin." I was like, "Tuck my chin." Any slide where you have to tuck your chin,
Yeah, it's
you
not
shouldn't
great.
be on. And
You
he's
know
just,
the
he goes
big,
like
like-
this: "Tuck your chin and do this to your mouth." So open your mouth, and I was like this. Yeah. And then he goes, "You ready?" And I was like, "Yeah, 3, 2, 1." And it was me, and then Evelyn was in
Yeah.
front of me.
See you
Kicked us
later.
off, and then. But he asked us before we went. He was like, "Do you want to go backwards?" I was like, "No, obviously not. I barely want to go frontwards." And then the second time, Evelyn was like, "Come on, we'll do it again."
Yeah.
She was like, "I want to go facing backwards, and you can face frontwards." So we're face to face,
Yeah,
just looking at
It's like
Evelyn.
you're like,
and your man just kicked me, and I was like, "Ah!" just shouting. But got on that. Got on. Like,
you know the
load of other
slides
ones.
that are like the really extreme ones, and
the floor
like the black
opens up.
hole and stuff. But you know the lads are getting absolutely back ripped off them. Like you know
Yeah,
the ones that
but-
just don't make sense because you're just getting your back fucked up. Like
Or there's ones where it's like the floor opens up and it does
yeah,
a
see you
360
later.
loop.
Yeah.
No,
But the ones
way
that
am I
the
ever
ones without
getting-
the tubes, I used to do them when I was a kid. And like, I imagine if I did it now, I'd probably break my back. 'Cause I remember coming off them being
Yeah.
like 16 and being like, holy shit, I'm in ribbons. after
In
that.
fairness, every single one in this water park had a tube, or else there was one that we went down face first with a mat.
Matt, yeah, they're go crack, yeah. The kind of speed ones, like
Yeah. They were the only. There was
Yeah.
no. There was no
Can't
normal
stop
side.
doing them because like it's just like a little stream of water and you're just going 90 degrees down. And
Yeah, and
you're
you're
skidding off
basically
the
on
fucking thing with your
plastic.
back. Like,
Yeah. Now there
It's
was
crazy,
a few
like.
in when I went to on that cruise. There was a few without. But
See you later.
these boys getting on them, and they're like, do this.
Yeah.
And cross your arms, touch
Yeah.
both shoulders, and then the floor opens up, and they're just like they're literally falling at an actual just
90
fall.
degree angle,
you're
yeah,
not
free
even
fall,
like
like, yeah.
your back is probably off the slide at this point, and then
He kind of
picks up
catches
speed,
you like
and then you do a loop de loop.
But then you're absolutely you
Man.
come out of it hopping. You know the thing at the
Yeah,
end.
but man.
That's absolutely coming out of it.
But like the loop de loop, right?
Yeah.
No matter if your man tells me, "Hey man, there's no chance you're going to get stuck in this."
Yeah.
There is though,
Yeah, there
because
is,
gravity, you know.
Yeah, gravity.
And what if I don't? And just for the sheer, if he said there's 1% chance you can
Yeah.
get stuck in, I'm not getting in it.
Fair.
There's no. For the amount of sheer just
Yeah.
franticness that would go on if I went down that and then realized I was stuck in it.
You're fucked, like, yeah.
Holy shit! I would because
What about roller coasters though? Do you roller coasters?
we spoke about this before.
Yeah. Would you do it like?
What I do?
Say
what?
we had a day off now in the States, and I'm like, let's go to a theme park.
Yeah, come on.
And the Hulk say or something,
No.
loop de loop and pull
No.
and absolutely
I don't
sideways. and
okay, so
you have to take your jocks off one part.
sorry guys, jocks off here. What? Just me sitting there. No, I would like so again, like I said, I used to be afraid of these all when I was
Yeah.
younger, and like I was never made get on them, so I just
Yeah, you just never
that
did it. Like,
fear
yeah.
was just there, and I was like, okay, I don't have to push myself
Mm-hmm.
to get over this. But now I want it, and like I've gotten on. I started because I could kind of just be like, okay, I'll get on this one, and I'm
Yeah.
like just easing myself into them. Like when I was in Universal, I got on like a small Harry Potter one, then I got on a slightly
Did
bigger
you
one.
get on the Mummy?
No, because I actually had thought it was shit. But
good.
and then I heard afterwards it's really good, yeah. But I would go on that one,
It's not. I can't remember it being any. There's a few drops, something mental.
yeah. But I got on the Hagrid one. It wasn't there when you were there, but
Yeah.
that one's like a proper like goes like 60 miles an hour or 60 kilometers an hour or whatever, and it's like proper fucking. There's no loop de loop,
Yeah.
but it goes up and it shoots right up and then stops and
It
just
goes backwards.
at literally
Goes
90
back,
degrees
yeah.
and shitting the pants.
Shitting the
But like once I got on that, like Evelyn was like, honestly, like Evelyn gets on them all.
Yeah, yeah.
And when she got on that one, she was like, honestly, it doesn't get worse than that. Like
Yeah.
that's like a loop de loop. She was
Yeah.
like, you don't even feel them because you're just like
You're just going fast,
and you're
like,
done,
yeah.
and then
Yeah, yeah.
you're like, holy shit, that was weird. But so I think I would like, I think I could build myself up to get on the Hulk.
Okay.
I think it would take a
Well,
lot, and I think I'd be like, holy shit. But I would
Once
get
you
on.
do the first one, you kind of you're like.
That's what I mean,
It's
like,
like
I
the first
did-
big one. Like you're like, oh, it's unreal.
Yeah, when I did it in Orlando, I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then I went to Europa Park, which is in Germany. I went with Evelyn, her brother's boyfriend, and two of their friends.
Yeah.
And they were all like, let's get on this, let's get on that. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Maybe.
But I did go on. I went on this one that I thought, like, I basically looked at a TikTok video. And I
yeah.
seen-
You said it's where you scoped it out. Like that's.
I scoped it out, man.
That's
Yeah,
tough,
but I
like,
scoped it
yeah.
out.
That's
But
tough.
the scoping out didn't pay off because it looked like the drop was only a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere, and we went into single riders queue. So
Yeah.
I was beside a fucking Spanish one. There's fucking just Mexican or
Yeah.
Spanish girl. She was just speaking Spanish, and I was like, I was like, you good? Yeah. She was like, see. I was like, ha ha. So I was just sitting there by myself, and then we went around, and turns out she was there, but her daughter
Yeah.
and her daughter's boyfriend were behind us. So she was like, like talking to them, and I was like, someone comfort
Struggling,
me,
like,
somebody
yeah.
comfort me. And then we went around the corner, and it looked like it was going to be this drop, and it wasn't a drop.
Yeah.
And then it went up, and then man, out of nowhere, this literal fucking hole,
Yeah, yeah.
just opens up, and you just go, and yeah. And I was like, it can't get much worse than that.
Yeah,
like
fair.
other than going up high. So
Yeah.
I told you I went on that Everest one. The
Yeah, that's kind of same buzz. Kind of goes up and goes back
yeah,
down.
but it goes
like,
so high.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh.
that one's very cool.
So I think like
The
I think
dropping
I
that is
could
good.
I think I could get on that.
It's just taking the step for the big ones with the loop loops and stuff. It's not that much. Like it's not. It's just the other ones are a bit more less daunting because it's on a rail and you can. It's a kind of all indoors, or whatever. Like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when you have one that's just like in the air and you're just fucking absolutely see you later.
Suspended.
Yeah.
But like I'm not worried about it falling out or anything.
Because even the other ones where you're just your legs are free, like
Yeah.
you're just hanging in the air. Like those ones are also wild enough.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like.
Like, did you get on that Rip Ride Rocket thing?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I did.
No
And you
way.
pick your tune. I was absolutely all the better, faster,
Oh, yeah,
stronger.
yeah,
when I
yeah,
was
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, but man, it goes like that.
Oh yeah,
at the start.
it does. Yeah,
It's literally like
it's 90 degrees. Yeah, and then it's 90 degrees down.
It's literally lying down. You're lying down
I was going
basically.
ready for a little snooze. I was like, just when is this going to
And
start?
it goes for a while.
It's a good bit. Like,
It's
the tune's playing, you're absolutely kind of building you up. Like, you
but
know,
where's
it's
the
like,
tune playing? Just have a little head.
it's on this little 2 speakers either side. You're just like, nah. It's actually class because I had the build up while the thing was going up. That don't kill me, and I was absolutely
I don't know about that now.
disco stew. Like, it was class. And
don't know,
then the beat dropped, and I was absolutely flung to my death. Working.
I think I could do them though. I could
Yeah,
do. I
that
could do
one's
like
good crack.
I could do a tough one, but water slides. I feel like I can do like water slides. I
They're
feel
not
like are
as
easier.
thrilling.
Yeah.
I would say. They're
Well,
not as
some of them ones, man, with the
thrilling.
drop that come out at the end.
Yeah,
Like
the
we
ones
did-
where
we
you're
did
like
one
in a
that was
little
like a
river, you know, and you're like, ooh, there's a little small drop, and then you're like, ooh, and at the end, absolutely ceiling.
Yeah, that's what we did. That and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, you know, you're spinning around, and
With
you're
the
going, and you're in a
dinosaur and
tunnel.
everything.
You're in a tunnel, and you're going this way and that way.
Jurassic
that way.
Park one.
Oh no, I did that one.
Yeah, and absolutely dinosaur at the end, and you're
Yeah,
like,
and you're like, oh, there's a, and then it's 50 mile an hour
yeah,
speed drop.
down.
Yeah, no,
Lads in the
but
absolute
in
wet zone
Gran
as well.
Canaria there was one where you just go like in a tunnel, like you're in a covered over thing, but
It's
two
like the
people.
McDonald's coin machines.
Yeah,
You throw it in, you
yeah,
have to just
yeah.
little
And
whirlpool
you're kind of
thing,
going
yeah.
around, and then
Yeah.
but then you come
go
out the
in,
end of
like
it, and then
it's-
it's basically a boomerang at the end of that, and you're like shit the bed. but I do like them, and the holiday was great. If you've never been to Gran Canaria, you should go.
I must go.
4-hour flight though.
That's tough
It is tough,
for technically Spain, but not really.
but you're in Africa.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you're closer to Africa than you are to Spain. But it was nice, and we got nice weather. It was like 28 degrees every day. It's very hilly. Very, very mountainous.
Lisbon,
like-
Lisbon's not mountainous. Just the city is absolutely like couldn't be more like this. Like.
Yeah, no, this was like, and we stayed at the top, in a hotel called Riosol. It was literally at the highest point of the thing. Like it was a trek. and a
View's
half.
nice, but just as
View
you're leaving.
lovely.
Yeah.
Views couldn't beat the views. But
Yeah.
then the walk down, and we walked every night, like down to dinner. And then the walk, like you wouldn't be walking back after dinner.
Yeah,
But you'd be
taxi.
walking back, like say in the morning. We used to go for a walk out to. We were in a place called Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Yeah, not the Puerto Rico,
Okay,
but
fair. Rich port, famously.
is that what it means?
Yeah.
Well, we were in Puerto Rico, and we walked to a place called Amadores. What's that mean?
Okay, that sounds Amadorus. I don't know. Amor is love. Doris is door in Irish, so door love maybe.
Maybe love door. But yeah, we used to walk out there and then back around. It was like a 5k loop. But when you get to the when you get back down to the beach and you
Yeah.
have to walk up these steps, man.
See you later.
Oh man, I'd say there's about 300 steps. Like you're just walking for days, and the back could be pulled off you.
Holiday be over anyway.
But it was nice, nice views and nice weather. What did you do?
I have a pit and peak of the week, and it's actually the one story. It was both a pit and a peak.
Oh, I like that.
So I was in London.
Okay, you were.
I won't include lots of details, but I was
Okay.
working over in London.
You were
And
playing a gig.
yes, and I finised the gig, and I was my first night ever drinking seltzers, delicious, White
Like,
Claw, etc.
yeah.
I felt like a bad bitch. It was great, and I was trying all the flavors, mango, you name it. I was absolutely
Name it.
4.5%, and it's delicious.
Tastes like an ice
and
pop.
it has water as well in it. So I was like, I'm hydrating myself.
Yeah.
It's sparkling water and beer. So I was hydrating myself.
The excuse there, but anyway.
But so I was having these, and then so there was this girl around us, and she was TikTok famous, not really,
Okay.
right? She has apparently 100k followers on TikTok, right? But she was describing to us that she has this WhatsApp group, and it's all these sugar daddies, right? That are like, oh, where like. They like to buy things for her and make sure she's alright.
For her?
Put her up in hotels and all this kind of stuff, right? So I was like, this is fucking bizarre. I was kind of intrigued, like, you know. And the person I was working for was talking to them.
Okay.
And I was kind of like, you know, third person. I was like, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. So she goes live on TikTok, and she's like, we're here in this such and such place, like, you know, we're having a good time, whatever. And I was like, live on TikTok, and I was like, this is fucking bizarre, right? So all of a sudden, probably
What time is this?
This is probably
This is after
after the show. So it would have been maybe around 11 p.m, right?
Okay.
Okay, so we're kind of early days, like, you know. So an hour passes by.
Still
we're
on
having a good
TikTok?
crack. No, so she's
sorry.
just
Is it-
hanging around with us now, and she was live on TikTok.
How many
All of a
viewers is she
sudden-
getting on the TikTok?
I didn't even see. I didn't even see. But all of a sudden, this kind of guy shows up. All I can explain is, right, do you know Arsene Wenger and the jacket?
Yes.
The big
floor
long
length.
jacket,
Yes.
right? Bright red.
The jacket was bright red.
Yeah, bright red Arsene Wenger jacket. Extremely obese.
So for anyone who doesn't know what the Arsene Wenger
Yeah.
jacket is, it's basically a knee length or like a
It's like
shin length.
It's like a trench coat.
Trench coat.
But it's like ribbed, like a,
Yeah.
it's like I don't know,
Puffer.
a puffer.
It's like a puffer trench coat. Down to probably mid shin.
It's like, yeah, it's really down to the ankle, like it's long, like,
Okay,
yeah.
and it's red.
Bright red.
And he has a
really fat.
Okay,
So it's
he's really fat. Okay.
So he was really stuck into this
Wow.
thing. And so this guy kind of arrives, and the worst part is, right, he hadn't got a lot of hair, right? But what you know the big huge hair clips, like a clamp, just on the top of his head.
Like a toupee.
No, so just, you know, a clamp, like girls
A
have
grip.
like a grip thing.
Yeah.
You know, a big hair
Yeah.
clip. It's like that. It's like
Yeah.
just not a lot of hair, but just stuck on the top of his head like this, just
Okay.
there, right? Bright red, and then so this guy, and then he just sits. So we're at a table like this, and he just sits beside us.
Right.
No one's at the table, just him on his own, and he's there. He's one of the WhatsApp people.
Sugar
so he
daddy.
saw on her TikTok live that she was there, and he just rocks up and he's like, "Hey, you're getting on to the girl." The girl's like, "Oh, your man's here," whatever. And the whole night he's just sitting there, kind of like listening to her stories, laughing along, like not even nearly involved, but just there. She goes to the Jacks. He follows her and stuff, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And he was just hanging around, man. And he has a little clip on his head, you know what I mean? So and I was like, right. So I was, your one basically. I was like, so what's the buzz? She was insane as well, by the way. She was loose enough, and I was like, so what's the buzz of your man? Like, she's like, oh yeah, he just kind of like buys me stuff, whatever, like, you know. And I was like, what's in it for him? Like, and he goes, oh, I don't know. He was trying to get with her the whole night as well. Like, they went there for a smoke. And he followed her, obviously, and he was like trying to get real close to her and stuff. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So anyway, the night goes on, and I go, all right, I'm gonna go get my gear. And your mum was like, oh, I left the charger up in the green room. The girl did.
Yeah.
So I went up, and she comes up behind me, right? And I'm getting my gear, and she goes into the green room, all the way through the venue into the green room. Who comes up? Your man Clippy just walks straight behind me, just following her into the green room.
No way.
Closed the door behind him, and I was like, I have to.
So you were just in there.
I was getting my gear out. I was in the venue, like, you know.
You
So
were in the venue,
I-
and you just seen them walk by.
because I have my gear just like beside the stage, like, you know, and in the back is there.
And she went, and I know this venue.
So she goes
So,
behind the
so
stage.
you're on stage here. She walks by you
to the right.
to the right.
Yeah,
of
where the green room
yeah,
is.
Yeah, yeah.
And
then
absolutely-
then he
he
hovers by.
goes behind him, and then so I'm like,
I need to go
have
in and
to
save.
see what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
only a
have
little tiny. Was it the main green room?
to- yeah, just, you know, the right door. If you're looking at the stage, it's on the right.
Yeah, no, but I mean, was
Yeah.
she going into the main green room?
Yeah. So I was just like, I have to, unfortunately, make sure he's okay. So I go in, and she's closed the bathroom door, and your man's just in the room. And I was like, get the fuck out, man. He was like, all right, yeah. Just walked out, and I was like, she was like, you're right. He was like, yeah, the guy came in there, and I was just like, I was just like, what's
Wow.
going on? So afterwards, I was like, I have to go. I was like, so basically, we basically fucked off. But that was kind of the pit, It was the pit because of the situation was out of control. It was
Yeah.
also the pit because it was so interesting.
That's so funny.
And it made the night because I was just watching it unfold. And this was like hours. And obviously, I wasn't really talking to her. The people I was with were talking to her a lot, like, you know.
And who knew her?
No one knew her. Oh, I think.
Why was she there?
I think she knew the girl that was that it was her gig.
Okay.
So she knew her from TikTok or something, and they have TikTok videos together or something from in the
They're
past.
friends.
So they're friends-ish, I think.
Okay.
So she was there, and then. So and the whole night I was just listening, but she was saying insane stuff.
But
like,
see, most
she
of the
kind of
times-
moves. Apparently, she doesn't live anywhere. She just moves from like hotel room to apartment, and she just like, you know, she said these words: "I'm a bit of a traveler." I don't think she meant it the way it was implied, but that's what she said.
Yeah.
And she's like, I kind of just bounce around, and she's like, oh, I just kind of. She's a bit of a singer, and she like gets all these people on WhatsApp to pay for her apartments and her hotel
That's
rooms,
a bit
and
weird, though.
it's so weird, man.
Like,
It's out of control. So I was kind of just like, it was kind of like people watching, and I was with like David and stuff, the manager, like, and I was kind of just like talking to him. And I was like, what's going on here? Like, so it was so great to watch because I was just like your man's just constantly in the corner watching, has a clip in his hair, big puffer red jacket. Your one's saying insane stuff, and I was just there drinking White Claws for the first time. It was a great night.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It all lined
That's a-
up. It really all lined up. It was
It's a
great.
dark world, though. that side
but
of
only
shit,
in
isn't it?
London, man. Only in London could something like that happen.
No, it can happen anywhere, man. I know somebody who, and I don't want to get too into it
Yeah.
because I don't want them to
Yeah.
well, like everyone
No
knows.
details,
but
yeah.
I know someone who is a escort
Okay.
basically and sleeps with men. I'm pretty sure for like a lavish lifestyle, yeah. And like good money,
Yeah.
and in a country where it is illegal essentially to be not illegal, but it's against the religion to be gay.
Okay.
So it's not. So they're kind of like, those people probably aren't nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like rich people who can't come out as gay, but are sleeping with
Yeah.
someone. And
the side, like,
paying
yeah.
them probably heavily, like probably paying them well,
Yeah.
because they're afraid they'll probably say something, but probably also being a dickhead because
Yeah. Because they're
being,
probably,
being
mad at
very-
themselves, like
Yeah.
that they're the way they are. They,
Yeah.
they think they shouldn't be and stuff. Yeah.
So it's pretty weird, but that whole world of that like sugar daddy thing's weird.
Yeah.
Like because most
I'd never,
times,
I'd never really seen that before until that, and I was like, she went live on TikTok, and a man 40 minutes later was just, he probably left his gaff and was like, I'm gonna go see her one. He knows where she is and just rocks up.
but like most times they don't even sleep with them.
No, she said like she doesn't even sleep with them. They just like, she just like likes to, and he was like, I just want to make sure she's okay, make sure she's safe and all.
Fucking
Like it's just like a creep.
was this guy like
obviously,
just ugly as fuck?
Oh yeah, and he was in his like I'd say late 40s, 50s. Like wasn't even a young man. Like
and just rich.
I don't even know if he had money.
He
I have no
must,
idea.
he
He must
must.
obviously give, if he's giving her money. If he doesn't, he's giving her money and he's absolutely stuck for cash.
But
as
like
well.
obviously just doesn't have
But
a
he had
girlfriend.
a
right?
big clip in his head anyway. Like I think you're forgetting that part. He had a huge.
I'm picturing this guy
clamp
as an
on his
absolute
head.
hot mess of shit.
Yeah.
Just rocking in.
Yeah, rocking in
with
like
a red jacket on.
big bright red puffer jacket down to the absolute
And what
shins.
kicks is he wearing?
Didn't see the kicks now.
I'd say they were good.
I'd say, you know what? They're probably Asics.
There's nothing wrong with a pair of Asics.
Yeah, but like, what does he have Asics? Their running shoe,
And a fucking puffer jacket on.
puffer jacket.
That's yeah.
Not
I don't
great.
like that.
I don't like that.
Not the jacket. I don't like that whole weird world of that.
It's a weird
shit,
world.
like pay pigs and shit.
And
man.
she looked at like I gotta help her. She looked a bit like wrapped up in it all, like you know. As
but
in,
she's
like,
getting money out of it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she's going to take advantage of it. And
But
then
she was saying stuff like she goes in her lives and she's like, she was obviously drinking that night and she was like, oh, like my fans, like, you know, they're always telling me to get drunk and like, you know, and I do stupid stuff when I'm drunk and stuff. And I was like, this girl just seems a bit like
Weird.
wrapped up in this whole world and is like, just like, yeah, I was just like, it's kind of bizarre.
yeah,
You know?
I just couldn't.
That's why it's Pit and Pete, because it was actually quite not a good
yeah,
situation.
it's interesting, but it's also the
Yeah,
worst.
it was a really
like I watched
grim situation.
That show. Olivia Atwood is a girl. She was on Love Island like a good few years ago.
Yeah.
And she had a show where she was doing like looking into the world of OnlyFans and stuff.
Yeah.
And she did this one like with this girl who was, she had a pay pig, right? And a pay pig
Yeah.
is like almost like a sugar daddy, but they basically pay the money and you basically degrade them and fucking belittle them and abuse them essentially.
Wow.
So this girl was on, she was on a webcam essentially. I don't know whether it was a private room or
Yeah.
not, but this one guy was watching her and
Yeah.
like she can't see him. It's just him watching her.
Yeah.
He's in a chat room, like, you know, just typing in the chat. And he types in, like, she goes, what do you think I'm worth, you worthless piece of shit, and all this. And then your man like sends her like £50 and she's like, is that all you think I'm worth? You're pathetic, you fucking piece of shit. And all, like, it starts just like dogging him to the ground.
Yeah.
Your little tiny penis and all this. And then he's like, £100. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you're on Olivia sitting like
Yeah.
off camera just being
Yeah.
like she's abusing them and she get more money.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she's like, you're probably touching your tiny penis and all. Your man's like, £150. And I'm like, he probably is. And like,
Yeah,
how's
yeah.
he getting off on that, man? Watch a video of a girl having sex and let that be it.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Guy and a girl
there's
pumping,
mad stuff out there, like-
ejaculate, turn it off.
Ejaculate.
This is how it should go.
Ejaculation.
This is how it should go. Oh, two people having sex. Like that. Finished. End. It
Also,
shouldn't
that's
go
free as well, which is nice.
free. I don't have to go,
After you pay your
here's
internet
a girl.
subscription.
Call me a tiny penis piece of shit. And I will
also,
give
here's
you
$5,000.
Yeah. Here, what, you have an apartment? I'll pay the rent.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's going
boys
on
are
with your
just
one, like, yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, that's what's going on with your one. Just getting free hotel rooms and free.
Losers, man. Just absolute. Who's ringing me? Go away. just absolute fucking losers, man.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
pretty crazy,
weird.
like, yeah.
that is weird. Like
It's
each their
mad
own,
what goes
but
on.
no.
Like it's mad what goes on.
Each their own, but
But TikTok as well. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's like the whole world probably made for her on TikTok. Like it's probably just people just like watching her.
You
Like your man like found out where
What's
she
she
was
doing
on
on
the
TikTok?
live singing. I think.
singing with her dids out.
yeah, I don't
Singing with the dids hanging out.
Yeah, well, she's probably doing something like. But she goes on lives a lot. I think, and that's where all the.
I'd say she goes, I had this.
Can you make money off TikToks
Turn
on
around.
live?
Yeah.
You know the way people always send stuff in. Is that
Yeah.
like them donating technically?
Yeah, they send like a
Like,
thing.
they send
like they
stuff
send like
like
a cowboy
flowers
hat
or
and it's worth
something,
money. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You could like
I have
exchange it.
seen those before.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You could exchange it for
money. Like.
coins. I think like because weren't KSI, not KSI, what's his name? Kai Cenat and
Yeah.
Speed were doing it for a bit. Which actually, speaking of, Speed came up on my TikTok. Did you see when he rang that Irish guy?
Yeah, the footballer, and his name's
Stefan
Negru.
Negru.
Yeah.
And he was like, say it. And he's like,
That's pretty wild.
it is pretty wild that your man's even in FIFA now,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
Is he a bronze or something? Was he? Maybe he was
I don't
silver. I
even know
can't
what that
remember.
means.
Yeah,
That's his ranking, like
Yeah,
ultimate
yeah.
teams or something.
yeah. He goes bronze,
He
silver,
plays
gold.
for like Oxford United or something.
I saw the clip and he was like, I can't remember what he rating you was, but he rang him up then and he was like, say your name and all. So your man was buzzing it. So imagine it, probably like an Instagram call.
Yeah.
Imagine just being like, yeah, Speed's calling you.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's what he did. He wrote to him on Instagram.
He was saying
and
he was
called him.
Moroccan or something or
No, Moldovan.
Moldovan.
Yeah.
Moldovan name.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny. But that's all you did. But that was last week, was it? You did that.
This was, I suppose that, no, that was what day? I suppose that was last week, yeah.
I was gone Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
17th to 24th.
I had a couple of shows. Shows were good. What to do in the weekend? I went out from the town actually on Saturday, and I showcased a few moves.
Did you?
Yeah. And
What's your go-to dance move now?
you know, it's Orange Justice.
Yeah, I know. It was Orange Justice.
But I also have this move. It can't really be described in words, and I won't perform it before you ask. But it's kind of
Try
like
describing in words.
you fake that you're going backwards, and then you absolutely go forwards. You know what a kickball chain is?
Yeah.
So it's like that, except you fake the back and you go forwards. You go like this, do, and you go absolutely back this way, and you kind of incorporate maybe a shoulder kind of move or something
Shoulder
with
roll.
it. You can kind of go,
Okay.
you know,
And you just
it's very showman, very 70s.
Very, yeah. It sounds
You know?
good.
Sounds good. Also, there's nothing wrong with a two-step and a little, maybe a little clap in there. You know? Don't you dare look back. Eyes on me. And then maybe you point at someone you know?
Yeah, but what other... Okay, right, let's go through the list of dance moves, right? The good ones.
Good ones.
Good ones.
You know what's when you see someone who's actually good at dancing, it's always very impressive.
It is, but also
know?
when you see some people who are like...
It's too much. But you know someone who's really good at dancing, but they're kind of just doing their thing, and you're like, oh, that's really good. Your rhythm's really good. Like you're not really over dancing.
Yeah.
You just have a few.
But when you see boys who are like...
absolutely doing the worm on the deck in
In a
coppers.
nightclub?
Yeah.
No, that's it. Go do it professionally. if
Yeah,
you want,
yeah.
You know? But... Yeah, you kind of...
Some guys got the rhythm, like
It's hard to argue with a bit of a... Just a bit of a...
you know.
switch it up, and you go two one side, two the other side, and then you go one,
Yeah, okay.
two,
Change
two,
it up, like yeah.
1, 2.
Nothing
1,
wrong with a bit
2,
of
you know? There's nothing wrong with a bit of screwing the light bulb, you know.
Not great. I would go for the under the sea is quite good. You hold
Okay.
the nose and
Yeah,
you kind of wiggle the hands left and right.
What about the?
Oh, what even is that? Like the
It's called a sprinkler or something.
sprinkler? Yeah, I got
Couldn't
that.
be
yeah.
worse. If I see someone pull that out, I'm, maybe it was a big
Orange
hit in the
Justice
80s.
always hits, man,
Orange Justice hits
because people don't
You're
expect
doing-
it.
Yeah, but you're just pulling out all the Fortnite emotes, and then
That's when you want to have like.
the only
I'm
ones
hardly
you had.
doing the fucking original. The other one.
No, you're gonna be
definitely
there. It's not unusual to be loved.
I'm kind of like the old school moves. I'll bring them in. I'll bring in the swinging.
What's it called? The
The
fresh.
swinging moves, like, oh yeah. I'll bring in the swinging moves, and people like
My
that.
brother. So funny, man. I went in. This is like a couple of years ago. Like obviously Fortnite was popping at the time
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. But my old like primary school, a girl that me and Evelyn, she's a friend of Evelyn's, but like we'd hang
Yeah.
around with her or whatever. She became a teacher in there, and she was like, "Oh, would you come in and sing a song for the class?"
wow.
Like, I told them all I know you and blah
Yeah.
blah. And I was like, "Yeah, cool." So I went in, and they
What
actually
song did you sing?
who knows? I can't even remember.
I'm a sad fuck.
No, it was before that. But it was back, yeah, it was before that, and I just got up and I just sang a song, whatever it was. And then one of the teachers, like I did an assembly with the whole school there, and then one of the teachers was like, oh, we wanted to sing a song for you, and they sang,
Oh, absolutely not.
all my life is
Just some children, like,
every
or the teachers?
day. No, just the teacher.
All the teachers come out of all the...
Yeah, no, it was all the students, like the whole, he was like, my class have been practicing this, and he played the guitar and the whole lot.
Yeah.
It was fine. But anyway, my brother was in that school at the time. He's now in second year, but he was in that school at the time. I think he was in like 5th or 6th class.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like, for him, he was there, and everyone was like, that's your brother, like, and blah blah. So like after it, I was talking to him after it, and like about 4 or 5 of his friends were out beside him, and they go, Fresh. And I was like, why are they calling him Fresh? They were calling him Fresh King. No, Fresh King. That's what they were calling him. They were like, Fresh King. And I was like, and my brother is not like this.
Cool.
This brother in particular is like very intelligent. Like he's a very nice kid. But he'd be very like, you know, like, yeah, he wouldn't be like street smart hanging with the cool kids.
Yeah,
like, you know, like
he's not a jock.
And his friends are the same. Let me tell you, his friends are the same.
Yeah.
And they were like, Fresh King. And I was like, why did it call you?
Absolutely.
I literally was like, why did it call you Fresh King? And they're like, show him.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on? And then he's just like,
just no music.
Just absolutely no
music. Just absolutely.
Just doing the fucking the Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Just doing it. And I was like, I was just standing there being
Pop
like,
off. Yeah.
the family name has been
You've embarrassed us.
Yeah. But I was just like, what's going on, man?
Fresh King though, that's fresh.
Fresh King, yeah. Fresh King. And I was like, this, and he's zero rhythm. And he's just but probably pull out that.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
You could do the Start the Lawnmower.
No, it's been done and it's too obvious.
Yeah.
I think Disco Stew, like bring like that kind of hits like a little bit.
Yeah, I like a bit of Disco Stew. What about the Reversing the Tractor?
No, because all these are too bitch. So I would say they're all very bitch.
Okay.
They're too obvious. One is be discreet.
What about Feeding the Chickens?
I don't know what that is, but I know I'm not going to like it. I kind of like that, but if you kind of change it up, I'm just more like, you know, throw maybe ones out, like.
Throw the ones.
Throw the ones out, like. You know?
Yeah. A few of them. What about Big Fish, Little Fish? No, never.
Cardboard Box?
Yeah.
No. But I do like the box. That's kind of good. I like that.
You like that?
Because it's kind of gaggy, you know? You can kind of throw that in. You might get a few laughs if you throw that one in. You might get a few laughs, you know? Under the Sea kind of gets a few laughs as well. It's quite good. Yeah, it's a few laughs, like, you know?
Just that song every time. Yeah. What about... you got Stack the Shelves, you know?
Yours are all very being done.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going through
What
them.
about the can? That's what I'm talking about. The can, like.
Oh, what about fucking...
We're bringing stuff
ballroom
back, like,
dance?
Yeah, with the can, you know.
What about salsa?
What
about salsa and 3/4?
Yeah, but that'd be good if you could do it.
Yeah.
If you could pull it off.
I could.
You haven't got the hips for it.
Watch me.
I have the hips for
Watch
it.
me.
I have the hips.
You don't.
Who has better hips? Put a poll up there.
Me.
Who has better hips, Jake or Ryan?
Who has better hips?
Well, actually, you cut to now us doing a demonstration.
I'll be back.
You've influenza there, kind of got
Influenza.
blew your back out. So
blew the back out, yeah. What about just the...
Yeah, like all that stuff is great. It's really simple. Maybe just the finger wag as well. Just the one finger.
What about...
The finger wag, like.
What about... And this one just absolutely irks me.
What is it called?
Shuffling.
You know what though?
When you see someone,
if you
though,
could shuffle,
yeah.
you'd,
but I can.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
show me. You have to show it now.
We're on a carpet here, and you won't see it on this. But
I don't think you can shuffle.
lads just do be absolutely
But
trying
if
to
I could
shuffle.
do it, I would like. I'm always like, oh, that's cool because I can't do it. Like,
Yeah, but it's too much sometimes.
it can be too much. But the only time you should ever shuffle is when that song is on.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Din, 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 din. Like if that comes on, that's your
No, but
moment
boys
if
be
you're a
taking it too
shuffler.
serious though.
Yeah,
But
See,
you know what?
lads who take it
Picture
too
this.
serious.
Picture this. Someone
Take my hand next.
picture this scenario.
Yeah,
Imagine you see a person
Yeah.
who's shuffling, right?
yeah.
Picture them practicing that at home
Yeah, it's
before
tough.
they come to the
In
nightclub.
the mirror, like.
Just like, yeah, people are gonna love this now. I hope they play fucking Every Day I'm Shuffling by whoever that is. not
No,
303.
it's not 303H, is it?
No,
it's not them.
303H. What are you on about? 303. That's what that is.
Is it not exclamation mark or something? H?
Yeah, but 303. And it's
Okay.
like O, as in
OH, okay. OH.
Come on, man. 30H2O3. Who sings that? Every day I'm
shuffling. LMFAO.
LMFAO. I knew it was some sort of
Can you do
abbreviation
that?
or something.
Mine is much better crack, though. Yours is kind of... See how high-pitched mine is? Yeah, mine's way better. For those who are wondering, we're not
Yeah, can
wanking.
you
We're
do this,
actually
though?
hitting our fingers off each other.
Can you clap? Can you clap with one hand?
This is out of control. You have to watch the video to see this. It honestly couldn't look worse. That's actually quite impressive.
It is, isn't it? So if I'm ever drinking something at a show and they're like,
Drinking some.
give him a round of applause, I'm like, well done.
You have to watch the video on YouTube
Yeah.
to see that.
Right,
'cause
you can do
it's
like-
actually something to behold.
You can do this one
Didn't look great. but-
really quick.
Okay. You know when you were like, oh, imagine I was practicing that in the mirror before a nightclub. Like, I know you've sat down and practiced
No, I
that, so
haven't.
it's so
I just
bitch.
natural
It's just the way you have to.
talent, natural ability.
You had to practice that in the mirror or something like
No, natural ability.
before a night out.
Listeners, guess what I'm doing?
Pause.
Finished.
And now we'll cut to the advertisement. We want to
Yeah.
thank this week's sponsor.
Durex. very grateful for Durex
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
first official sponsor, and I need
Extra.
a new seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Need some lube, Durex lube for that
Listen.
seat. Like we have to. Okay, that's the end of the pod.
hi guys, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
It's me clapping
Cut
and
that,
moving
cut
on my
that,
seat.
cut that, cut
Cut
that.
that there and clip it actually for Instagram
Yeah.
and TikTok and all
Original sound, maybe.
that. Surely we've been talking for too long.
Yeah.
we have. Thank you very much for listening. We're back.
See you when you're older.
I'm touring America. If anyone here even
Yes.
listens from America, we're going February 1st to like February 12th or something.
Yes.
February 1st to February 11th, I actually think is the gig dates. So, New York, Toronto, Minneapolis, Chicago,
Denver.
you've got Los Angeles, you've got San Francisco, and you've got Seattle, Washington. Can you
Toronto.
Can you name where they all are? New York.
As in the New York's in New York.
Yeah, New York's in the New York state.
Yeah.
Then you've got Toronto.
Canada.
Yeah, but what area of Canada?
Toronto. Vancouver. It's probably another city.
Ontario,
Okay.
Ontario, anyway.
Yeah. Which is the capital, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
But Minneapolis.
Minneapolis could be anywhere. Minneapolis, Philadelphia, I don't know.
No, I'll give you a clue. It's in the first half of Minneapolis.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Let's go.
Can I get a large soda and a mini soda?
Yeah, okay, nice.
And then you've got Chicago.
Chicago. Chicago. In Chicago.
Come on, you show me the state.
Seattle.
Begins with I.
Oh, Idaho.
No.
Wow, I really thought it'd be Idaho.
No.
Indianapolis.
No.
Jesus,
There is no Indianapolis state.
I have no idea. Like
Indiana, that would be.
Indiana.
No.
Idaho. Illinois.
Illinois, Chicago, Illinois.
Fuck yeah, that makes sense. That
Um,
sounds like it's right.
Denver.
South Carolina.
Ah, man, come on, you're joking. Denver.
I've no idea. Denver. Fucking
C. Begins with
Colorado.
C, Colorado.
I knew
Yes.
that.
Well,
Fuck.
exactly why I was like,
I
why the
knew
fuck is he
that.
saying
Fuck.
fucking wherever? Los Angeles,
California.
San Francisco,
California.
Seattle.
Washington State.
Yeah, not DC.
Yeah, state.
Pacific
Top left
Northwest,
there.
up there, past
Top
Oregon.
left there near Canada there.
Past Oregon, you know.
Yeah. Very good.
But
I am very bad at American geography,
I'm
as you can
very
tell.
good at American
As you
geography.
can tell.
But do you want to know something really fucking
Okay.
cool?
Okay.
The temperature in Minnesota in February gets down to minus 15 degrees Celsius.
Bring your bright red. Your bright
Bring
red.
your bright red knee shin deep fucking
One
jacket. Because
and maybe a clip if you're
man,
cold for your
somebody-
head.
I put it up being like going on tour or whatever in February, and then someone wrote underneath, "You're brave coming to Minnesota in February." And I was
Yeah.
like, can't be that bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, it does get cold up
Minus
there.
15.
Google it, man.
Like, it'd just be like -5 max
Highs
here.
of -3 degrees Celsius. Lows.
Highs?
Lows of -15.
It would be -5 at worst here, like in the coldest of winters.
That's
and that's
people aren't going out.
and
People
that's
are like,
really cold.
That's snow and the
Like,
country
that'd be the
shut
worst
down.
case scenario. Be -5. So
Yeah.
-15 is out of
-1. You get
control.
-1 and you're like, wow.
Yeah, like the car's frozen over in the morning. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're like -2, but -15.
Jesus.
What
Yeah,
on
even
earth?
-5 is even like an outlier. It wouldn't
But
be
I'd
that cold.
imagine Canada's going to be the same. It's up
Yeah.
north. Like,
even further.
it's actually
up
even further than
yeah.
that.
Further north.
Chicago's not too
Well,
far.
Seattle as well is up north.
Yeah, but it's not
It's
west.
more east though, or west.
Not
yeah.
west, yeah.
More west. So it might be a
but
bit
it is near Vancouver,
closer
which
to
is
the-
also very cold.
Yeah.
So I don't
Bring
know.
a jacket.
Bring
Or
all
we'll
the
go
jackets.
from like Denver, which probably be nice.
Well, I'm going
or
skiing. I'm going skiing in February.
Like, well, yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not in February. I'm going
Yeah.
skiing in January.
Yeah.
I'm going from the 20th to the 27th.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I come back on the.
February is probably. I'd say people are going to be skiing in
I fly back. I
yeah.
literally fly back on the 27th, and
Yeah.
then we're going like, let's say latest
Don't break your
the day
collarbone.
before the 1st. I will not, but I will, however, bring the ski gear with me.
Yeah.
But like whatever jacket I'm going skiing in
Yeah,
is
yeah.
coming with me on that tour. But then we'll get to LA, and I'll be like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
man, it's fucking too hot.
That'll be a change if I
So
can, yeah.
if you're in those places,
Come.
see. Jake and myself and David Curley will also be there doing
Curly
sound.
Whirly.
And,
Cowboy Curly will be
we
there.
will be having the time of our lives.
Yes, it's going to be
It's
amazing.
something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.